Keeping venomous reptiles is an unforgiving hobby, requiring proper training and lots of experience. One simple mistake can be the difference between life and death. Remember, the most venomous snake in the world is the one that just bit you. There are no venomous snakes with training wheels. Just because you see Viperkeeper handle snakes a certain way does not mean you should try it too.
Well, as I suspected, Big Blue here was gravid. I don't know if you can... There's one little blighter there. There's one right there behind the leaf. There were a number of slugs and stuff that Lori removed from the cage. Oh, and there's a little tiny guy way up there. There he is, or she is, whatever they are. So she got gravid again on the stored sperm from 2 years ago when I bred her. Last May she gave birth to a bunch of babies. I think about 12 or 14 of them. I only have 3 left. Not that they died or anything, it's just that they were rehomed. Hello. Come on. Come on. Come on the stick. Be a good little snakelet. Get on the stick. Nope, nope, we're not going to be a good little snakelet and get on the stick. We're going to play snake hockey. Oh, look at that. Fresh out of the oven. Just a few hours old. For a number of stillborn, a number of slugs. So we'll temporarily put them in here. Let's see, this. We have no idea how many live snakes are in here.
Yeah, making a break for it.
Yep. Another little blighter. Don't bite your siblings.
Well, now it's not going to let go, of course.
Okay, and here's number 3. Hold there, Big Blue. Now, to be honestly, you know, there were a number of stillborn. There's still some in there, so we're going to clean the cage out. So, as of right now, we don't know if there's any more. Lori spotted the 3 that I just pulled out earlier. Come on, big girl. Come on, I know I don't like bothering you after you've been through so much. But I can't get your babies out into a safe habitat with you in there. So you're going to temporarily go in the bin. Please do so in a friendly manner. Sorry, didn't mean to move your snoot. Okay, so this is now safe. Let me grab a hook. Now we have to start to sort of pull this apart, and we'll change the substrate, put Mom back in there, and put the babies into bins. But first we have to sort of ascertain if there's any babies about. So we can see the remains of a slug here. You know, this looks like a baby shedding. I don't, you know, it's just really not normal for them to sort of shed this early in it. Boy, she's tidy. She coops in one spot with a bunch of flies. So go ahead and shut the door and hand me the pooper scooper up there so I can scoop poop. Should be the wooden handle one.
Sorry folks, the video's a little rough here as I try to help out.
I don't know exactly how many slugs were produced because this happened when I wasn't home, and because they immediately start drawing flies, Maury pulled them out and discarded them, but there's a few in that pile. I have to sort of carefully log out without perhaps getting bit by something I can't see. Everything else we have alive are 3. Okay, so here we have a poor little baby that didn't make it, that was stillborn. Not put it past the little blighters to be inside the log in that crevice. I don't see anything. Okay, hand me the big black scooper. Of course, Lori's thinking, damn it, you know, I was vacuuming it up when he's away, and here he is putting substrate all over the carpet again. Well, that's what happens. I mean, there's no way to control this stuff. It's insidious. It gets everywhere throughout the house. Slugs.
Yeah, we have to be careful cleaning because, you know, there might actually still be a live one somewhere in the substrate.
Yep.
We've had those sorts of surprises before.
Yes. Fortunately, she was in a secure cage, because we've also had them where they've managed to figure out how to get out of the cage because they're so small, and, you know, I have to drill holes in some of the cages to put, you know, the watering and misting system in, as well as, you know, heating and lighting and such. Normally I would just say, to hell with this, and stick my hand in there and just clean it up. But I don't think we can do that. Although it would be probably a minimal bite, I still don't want to give me a bite. So we can cut here so we're not boring everybody until I get all this cleaned out.
And then we can look at the babies.
And then we can look at the babies, because the babies will go over into bins. And Mom can go back in here and
have a nice clean cage.
Alright. It's time for Mom to go back. Not girly. Come on. Come on. really sort of worried about her for the longest time because she was off feed. And the reason why she was off feed is because she was obviously gravid. I thought that's what was the case. Hi, girlie. But I couldn't be absolutely certain. She definitely was bulgy at the rear end and going up and heating up, and she did eat a couple of live mice that I threw in there, which normally, you know, I've had her since she was born in 2016, and you know, she's always been feeding on frozen thawed quite happily, actually. She would be the kind of snake that would explode if you gave her the opportunity to feed as much as she wanted. But, you know, we try not to overfeed the snakes. So we'll just leave this here. And now we will move to the other room where we'll put these guys in bins for the overnight. Well, there we are.
This must be terribly confusing. It certainly isn't what they were expecting when they came out.
Nope. Nope. Being born is probably quite confusing. No matter what species you are. So there. I'll take a couple of snaps of and you're just gonna sit there like a lump, huh? I'm not moving because he's big and scary. So let's try to move these without playing snake hockey. So here's number one. Here you go, you can climb on that. It's even close to the same color. And you're right below your siblings that came from the same batch of sperm that you did. No, we're not doing this. Okay, but yeah, see, these were born 5/22/22. And I knew she was due, but she ran late. Today is what, the 9th? Mm-hmm. 9th of June, 23. So she gestated a little bit longer this time. I don't know why. Maybe that's why there were so many stillborn, because they sort of were expecting to be out sooner than they were ejected and died in utero. So we'll have to, of course, put sticks under these to keep everybody, try to keep them in there. Baby snakes are just very, very adept at getting out of containers or whatever you might try to put them in. So there we have it. Pink is unhappy because we're in here past her. You know, this is the night shift time, and although we see Pink during the day, this is really, you know, nighttime stuff. So we're gonna get some sticks under those cages so they don't squeeze through the little cracks. And since I just got home from the airport, and this was the first thing, other than getting something to eat, because I hadn't eaten for a while. This was the first thing that we did, although we almost got distracted and pulled into The Fifth Element that we were watching during dinner. But more footage of these guys to come, and there's the
very grumpy Pink.
Yes, a very grumpy Pink. And frozen death adders.
Yes, the death adders got caught moving, which they always hate.
Yes, yes. Death adders, all snakes don't like to be caught moving for whatever reason. Okay, let's call it a night, sweetie.
Okay.